Ex-military personnel staged the third phase of their protest over the non-payment of their Security Debarment Allowance, among others, at the Ministry of Defense. Hi, welcome to what's happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, ex-military personnel under the aegis of the retired members of Nigerian Armed Forces and the coalition of concerned military veterans on Monday staged the third phase of their protest over the non-payment of their Security Debarment Allowance, among others, at the Ministry of Defense in Abuja. The protesters pitched a tent and blocked access to the Ministry of Defense located at Ship House on Olusegun Obasanjo Way. The military veterans had in January 2022 picketed the Ministries of Finance, Defense and the National Assembly in pursuit of the same demand, adding that the Minister of Defense, retired Major General Bashir Magashi, had refused to disburse the allowances despite approval by President Muhammadu Buhari. At number 2, the federal government, through the National Universities Commission, has ordered the vice-chancellors to reopen schools and allow students resume lectures. The order was passed in a letter signed by the Director of Finance and Accounts of NUC, Sam Onazi, on behalf of the Executive Secretary of the Commission, Professor Abubakar Rashid. The letter was addressed to all vice-chancellors, pro-chancellors and chairmen of governing councils of federal universities, recalling ASU had been on strike since February 14 to press home the demand for improved funding for universities, a review of salaries for lecturers, among other issues. At number 3, reacting to a myth associated with Emberment and how it is naturally tragic, the Zonal Commanding Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps in charge of the FCT and Niger, Assistant Corps Marshal Shehu Mohammed, says there are no mystery about Emberment. Mohammed made his view known on Monday. Mohammed decried that such undertone is the usual Nigerian way of trivializing serious issues instead of using methodological means to appraise matters of crucial public concerns. He urged motorists and commuters that rather than clothing the Ember months in a grab of gratuitous mystery, they should realize that the months were not different from other 8 months of the year. At number 4, officers of the 34 Artillery Brigade, Obinze Imo, have arrested a suspected trafficker, Joy Duri, from Ideato South local government area of Imo State. The suspect allegedly specializes in stealing children from Imo State and selling to her accomplices in Rivers State. Brigadier General Sani Suleiman stated that the suspect usually carries out her illegal business in the guise of operating an orphanage home, adding that his troop has also rescued a 23-year-old victim from the suspect, who is 9 months pregnant. Recovered from the suspects were forms said to have been gotten from teenage girls who get pregnant with the aim of selling the children upon delivery. The army consequently handed over the suspect and some recovered children to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons. At number 5, bandits reportedly attacked farmers in different communities in Benin Gwari local government area of Kaduna State, killing 3. According to reports, the bandits have also kidnapped other locals and snatched their motorcycles. Ishaq Usman Kasai, chairman of Benin Gwari Emirate Progressive Union, while speaking to journalists on Monday, said that on Saturday, 24th September 2022, around 7:30 p.m., the bandits invaded Hayin Gada of Damari community of Kazage Ward, killed 2 locals, namely Sanusi Zabairu and Kabiru Zabairu. He added that the bandits kidnapped 12 persons and looted shops in the same community during the attack. At number 6, it was gathered that the national grid has collapsed again, throwing some cities in the country into power blackout. Spokesperson of the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company, Emeka Eze, in a statement on Monday, said the system collapse occurred around 10:51 a.m. Eze explained that as a result of the system collapse, all the transmission stations in the region are out of power supply. Also, the Ikeja Electricity Distribution Company, in a statement via its verified Twitter page, informed customers of the outage. The Abuja Electricity Distribution Company has also confirmed the collapse. At number 7, as campaigns commence, the Independent National Electoral Commission has warned the 18 registered political parties fielding candidates for the 2023 general elections to detest from any form of abusive words or hate speeches capable of hampering the success of the elections. This was made known at an event organized by the INEC, European Union and DAI. Professor Yakubu, represented by the National Commissioner and Chairman Information and Voter Education Committee of INEC, Festus Okoye, specifically urged all the registered party to critically study and pay attention to the provisions of the Constitution, Electoral Act, Police Act, and public other acts for proper and peaceful conduct of political campaigns, rallies, and processions. At number 8, the Osun State governorship election petition tribunal on Monday commenced sitting in Osogbo, the state capital, in a suit between the incumbent governor Boyega Oyetola and the governor-elect Ademola Adeleke. The case has been adjourned till October 4th for the 3 defendants to file response to pre-trial form. The appeal court in Abuja had recently rejected Oyetola's request to relocate the sitting of the tribunal to Abuja. Recalling, the Independent National Electoral Commission had in July announced that Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party as the winner of the governorship election in the state. At number 9, the Bauchi government has approved 15 million naira to enhance preparedness against the outbreak of gastroenteritis. Government said it had embarked on comprehensive campaigns on prevention, treatment, and other related strategies to avert an outbreak of gastroenteritis and safeguard public health. Gastroenteritis is a short-term illness triggered by infection and inflammation of the digestive system. The disease is caused by viruses, bacteria, bacterial toxins, parasites, chemicals, and drugs, amongst others. Finally, at number 10, according to reports, at least 13 people have been killed, including 7 children, in a shooting at a school in the Russian city of Izhevsk on Monday. The Russian Investigative Committee said 14 children and 7 adults were injured in the attack. Also, the shooter committed suicide and his body had been found. However, his identity remains unclear. 3 days of mourning has been declared from Monday by the governor of the Udmurt Republic. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.